Question regarding schooling, ethics, and money. Hi, I've looked through many of your videos. I was interested to see that you were also inspired, at least partially, by Arnold Ehret. Oh, yeah. I'm currently studying language in Germany and realize there are a few of his books here at the Frankfurt National Library in the original German as well. Woo-hoo-hoo. Wow, that's sweet. That's real sweet. I love all these guys that were tearing it up in the past and really digging into it. Ehret, whoo-hoo. When you just look at the natural hygiene and read about them, and then start reading Arnold Ehret, you'll feel the shift of energy, the power of the fruit through Ehret as opposed to the okay with the natural hygiene. Natural hygiene, great. I love those guys, and I don't know why they're kind of fading. This should be their heyday right now, is natural hygiene. Sometimes when the leaders die, things phase off. That's why we need a lot of leaders at what we're doing, don't we? So we don't phase off, we don't die away. We need to power this up and keep it powered up. Arnold Ehret was another one of those power-uppers. Incredible work. My experience with raw foods and plant-based diet was mostly accidental. I found that by eating only dried and fresh fruits with some raw nuts, I could completely clear my acne within 2 weeks. Look at that. And that's even with some nuts, so that's pretty good. This was at 13 years old. Wow. I did my first 5-day water fast when I was 15. There's a smart young cookie right there, guys. Tremendous job, young man. That shows you how smart and aware you were at that early age. I think we're going to see a lot more of you guys out there, more aware early on, higher souls coming to the planet. We make them to have healthy bodies. We got a power on this planet the negative forces can't butt up against. It's just too powerful, and that's what we need to do, and bring these high souls to this planet. And when you're that young, interested in doing this stuff, you're definitely a higher evolved soul or more awakened soul here. It just goes without saying. When I was 16 in '08, I had gotten up to 250 pounds, at 5'8". Though much bad eating habits installed by my parents coupled with depression due to through a 6-month period, I followed a primary raw fruitarian type diet with small amounts of fish and plain baked potato or brown rice every week along with intermittent fasting. I had lost 100 pounds in about 6 months. Now, you're a butt-kicking person, that's all I got to say, then dropped another 20 pounds in 6 more months. Anyway, I have a somewhat similar background with growing up, kind of, on a farm. My father was the son of a farmer, so you would visit my grandparents' dairy farm. I know all my relations seemed like had farms. The problem is when you go visit your relation, I visit my uncle or go spend the night with my cousin, you either had to put up hay, pick tomatoes, or corn. There was always something to do. And it was like work, work, work. There's never, I mean, people think farming is relaxed and all kinds of fun. Crap. There's always something to do. And it's always nothing, I mean, there's nothing always easy on a farm. It just seems like everything's hard work. Given plenty of fresh dairy, meat, cakes, typical farm food. My grandfather was overweight with diabetes, Parkinson's. Uh-oh. That's your grandfather. Eventually had colon cancer, so you really need to get your adrenals up, get your body cleaned up, get those adrenals up so you get your autonomic up there, clean the brain so you don't get any brain lesions following down that same course of lymphatic and neurological problems here. So you can see where you got to work on. My grandmother also had diabetes, so they were going right in the adrenal glands, unless it was a pancreatic, but this is probably type 2 or so. Adrenals, and a clue to why you had the weight gain and stuff like that going on there. Also, severe issues with balding and eczema. Well, again, we're going back to the lymph, the colon issues there, and just showing you that pattern of adrenals, kidneys, lymph, bowels, reaching up into the head with balding and skin problems with the eczema. It's showing you how that pattern is with that. And we can apply that same pattern with everybody here, really. Now, through over 40 years of smoking, my father developed lung cancer, diagnosed 2 days before his birthday. Oh, that's sad. They should have waited till after his birthday anyway. Leading to the loss of movement in his... Oh, what? Developed lung cancer, diagnosed 2 days of his birthday, which has caused spinal compression, leading to the loss of movement in his legs and right dominant arm. I see over and over again in my family, and I've seen through... But see, you're seeing. As soul, you're seeing through the illusion. you're cleaning the glass off and you're able to see. That puts you up there pretty good there, man. How this standard lifestyle and this standard diet in the Western world are destroying people. But you still see people argue over that lifestyle. I'm amazed at that we even argue over that lifestyle. I think we need to let this meat thinking go, let that lifestyle go that man's lived, and turn a new page and let the sun shine, the fruits grow, the berries grow, and just have a higher level of feeling, pain-free, happy, God-connected, and show a different way that life can be. So I think it's time for the new kids on the block, that's all of us, to change this planet. And they don't know any better. They don't know any better. And even though staying in Germany for most of the year, I realize that it is the same here in Europe. It is. It's the same worldwide. Even in the islands, they've gotten away from so much fruit eating because of the propaganda and all the hamburger and hot dog places. And I mean, it's drastically changed. But we're making a big difference worldwide, and I think that when you look at it, there's so much more aware people right now. There's so many. Look at all you groups just on our channel, the Facebook page, and all you guys in Israel, and you great bunch of people in Romania, Lithuania, Czech. I mean, there's some. You guys are everywhere. We are making a difference, and we will continue to make a difference if we bond and become solid. We can do that with balance. We can. And we're going to make a huge difference on this planet. And all the souls coming in will have more fun. And we can leave realizing that we actually enjoyed creation and made a difference instead of being all me, me, me. I haven't officially started anything with a university yet, as I have conflict between my interest and my own philosophy and system of ethics. I'm extremely interested in medicine, but I see in the Western world the whole holistic medicine and preventative medicine is generally looked down upon, and allopathic medicine looked up to. Magical cures everywhere. I believe lifestyle should be the first medicine, as I do with you. Let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. The first Hippocrates, so they take a Hippocratean oath. Well, that oath, a medical oath, should be let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. That's the Hippocratean oath. That do no harm. No one, don't give me this crap that you're going to take a Hippocratean oath and be a medical doctor. There's nothing there that fits into that glove. There's no such thing. I made friends with a Turkish medical student here in Germany who I discussed this in depth, and he completely agreed with this concept. Well, you can be a medical doctor around the world and be more of a raw foodist and use herbs and be humanitarian. In this country, it seems like you're a capitalist. And the AMA is a very powerful organization that needs to have its feet pulled out from under itself. And a little rude awakening there about what you've been doing to people and what you've been doing to the rights of others. It's the same Rockefeller, World Bank bullcrap that how do we control, how do we become the one, how do we infiltrate and control. That kind of narcissistic crap. These souls need to try another. I know some places these souls could spin. I think they'd come out of it real quick. Let me see here. My problem now is I'm not exactly sure what to study, whether I should go back to the United States and develop much debt to study at university. I wouldn't. I think allopathy's seen its day. I think if allopathy doesn't change, we're going to find some big court cases and a lot of problems because people have had it. And I know that they're not going to take it anymore. We as practitioners are not going to take states slamming us anymore. We're going to go with deprivation of rights lawsuits. We're going to go after them because if you're going to play in the physical world, then you get with it. And if we're going to play here, we got to also use the materials of this world to make it right. So for those that want to participate in that, we can do that. It's just so stressful to have to deal with all this stuff all the time. Like, oh, God, here we go again crap. But, you know, in my opinion, you're going to ask me my opinion? Become a healer. Learn the art of botanical medicine and the world of herbs, and apply them differently. Don't use herbs to treat diseases. Get away from the whole concept of diseases and start healing people. Start working with people as you're seeing and your eyes showed you back when you were young. And start pulling back to that spiritual side and become a healer. You're going to find that allopathy is going to die away here. It has to. It's going to move like Europeans more into homeopathy and naturopathy. You're seeing that it has to. For the sake of the human race, it has to. So I wouldn't advise getting into the hornet's nest where these people are really creating bad karma here. Bad stuff, you know. At least karma that keeps you reincarnating. Let's put it that way. And that's what I particularly don't want. Sorry for those that don't believe in that, but that's just the way it is. I have begun to move more in depth in biology and physiology. That's a good idea. In chemistry, botany. Take botany. I regret not having more botany. So take botany as well. And just learn about the plants and everything, about creation. And you're already learning about being a good healer. So take all of that on. You'll be a smart, good healer. And learn how to explain why this works in the context of chemistry and physics. I'm trying to explain how this works through those eyes. As much as I know, I mean, I really don't have much money, and you don't need much money. I've been able to officially, I'm giving all this free to you. So you don't need money. You learn it, you apply it on yourself, you apply it with others. You need money with the herbs, no question. But it's not a killer thing. Not like school and stuff, and then where are you going to use it? You're part of the norm, and then you suck up with all that knowledge, and you get lost again. And you don't want to get lost. You're aware back when you were 13. So, well, you want to start helping people some way or another. Start seeing people, no matter what type of work you do in. I've done all kinds of work on the side, from building custom homes for people to working at the telephone company, climbing telephone poles. I've done all kinds of things on the side that I had to make money to live on while I was doing this, and you might have to do a little of that. There's nothing disrespectful about that. Matter of fact, a lot of us had to go through extreme poverty, and it was only in the last few years I had enough money to buy me a new pickup truck. So it's just been that sort of thing. But money's not in the equation when you're here to help others and you're here to change the world. It doesn't really matter. As long as you have shelter and food, that's the most important thing, because material things are a dime a dozen. I hate materiality. It's suffocating to you. I realize nobody can make decisions for me, but I struggle with guidance. I would do something where you feel like you have some substance and that your life has a meaning to it. And you already know too much that allopathy medicine is a very destructive way to treat, a destructive way that has to come to an end. I'm not saying surgery, but I'm saying everything else in that modality has to come to an end. Oncology has to come to a screeching halt, and lucky if a lot of those guys don't go to jail for their blatant use of acids on humans. I just can't believe that. And now they're blatantly using these acids for everything else besides cancer. They've gotten away with it so long that hey, we'll just use this acid for, and it's like, this kind of awareness, man definitely has to grow out of that. Isn't algae caused by pollutants like animal waste getting into the waterways? Yeah, everything feeds on garbage, doesn't it? But we can eat these little garbage eaters. But I thought people didn't like crustaceans because they eat algae.